Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with the 16th day of my Thankfully Inspired series for November. And today I'm going to be talking about the lovely Lisa Cuneo, who is my scrapbook table here on YouTube and also one of my fellow scrap lift crafternooners. I'm going to document these pictures of my grandson. Shocking. And I'll have to explain the pictures and why they're so dang funny. I'm going to use this Pebbles collection. It's like a montage of pebbles, papers, and embellishments that I got off of eBay. And so I'm going to use that because there was a baby bottle in here and I wanted to kind of use that on this layout. I do not use anything from that, so I just brought it in just in case because it also came with my stash on eBay. So I do have some papers, I have some mixed media, some embellishments, and then I have my pictures and then these two layouts from the lovely Lisa. So let's see how this goes. So first things first, I'm going to take from this. This is like a traveler's notebook that she is creating. It is stunning. She has done some stunning work on this. I've worked in a traveler's notebook as in like a junk journal more than a traveler's notebook. But I loved the gorgeous layout and the concept. So I decided I would do kind of like a 2-page layout on a 1-page layout. So I have cut these 4 3/4 by 10, I think, something along those lines. And I am going to use each side as kind of its own layout. And I wasn't sure if I was going to do them like connected in the middle or if I was going to have a little gap in between like she does on her layout because it is a traveler's notebook. So I go through and I put a little ink or a little pencil line just at the top and side and the bottom so I know where this line needs to go. Now this layout that she did is a 12 by 12. It is stunning as well. She does some of the most gorgeous work and I picked the first color I used is old paper. I was not happy with it. Instead of starting all over, though, I pretty much just cover a lot of it with the stormy sky, and I'm fine with it in the end because all you can see is almost like a little ray of yellowy green coming out from behind the papers. So I'm fine with it in the end. I am going to put the papers side by side without a gap. But I'm thrilled with the fact that it kind of covers most of that greeny color because I didn't like it. Yes, I could have gone in and absolutely redone this, even flipped it over and done the other side, but it's fine. And then I pull out a Distressed Mica Spray, which is Brush Pewter. That is by Tim Holtz through Ranger, and I splatter that on. I know I'm going to be using silver, so I figured pewter would go well with that. I didn't really want to lean into the gold, and so I went with that. Her other layout has that splatter all around it, so I wanted to bring that in as well. So then going back to the original layout I had with the 2 pages from the Traveler's Notebook, she has on one side a single picture, and then on the other side it's kind of like 2 spaces for journaling. So instead of that, I'm going to do these 2 pictures. Let me explain the pictures and then I'm going to get into talking a little bit more specifically about the lovely Lisa. These 2 pictures that you already see down on the layout is pictures of my grandson holding his bottle. He's perfectly capable. This was back in May. He had been pretty good at holding his bottle in any position, especially when he's kind of laid back, kicked back a bit, but he can hold his bottle up. He's very good at it. He'll do it for his mom all the time. She'd send me pictures as proof. But when a certain someone is around, he pretends like he does not know how. Sorry, it's time to call my mother. And so I'm not naming any names or anything, but somebody in AJ's life is a big old sucker. And even though they know that he's perfectly capable, they will always hold the dang bottle for him. So obviously, as you can tell based on the pictures, I am the sucker. And so as I was actually holding this bottle and he's like leaning forward like It's so ridiculous. And his mom is sitting on the other standing on the other side of the bar. We were standing at the bar at my mom's house, and she's just looking at him, shaking her head, and looking at me, calling me a sucker. I'm like, listen, he's tired. He's had a rough day. I don't care, y'all. I mean, that's my baby, my little dude. So anyway, yes, I decided at that then and there when I did this layout that I was absolutely going to title it Sucker, because I am such a sucker for him. It's ridiculous. But also it's not ridiculous. So anyway, I just like do some clusters in some different places. She does have these little circle, like really pretty circular features or half circles that are kind of coming off in different places. So I add that with a 3-inch punch to this Pebbles paper with the stars, and cut one in half, and then use the other one fully on the right side of the layout. And then I just add some embellishments that kind of fit, the little crab I thought was cute just because, he's so grabby and he wants to hold the bottle, but he wants you to hold it up. And so, yeah, whatever. I'm a sucker. And so that is the story behind the layout or the pictures. If you all are not already subscribed to Lisa's page, like I said, she works in 12 by 12. She works in the Traveler's Notebook. She does all sorts of really cool things. She's a part of our Scraplift Crafternoon group, and I have really enjoyed watching how she takes the same layout as the rest of us and creates things sometimes completely different, but you can absolutely see the layout with it. Sometimes it's very similar, and it's always very beautiful. She is extremely talented, and I'm so excited that she is a part of the Scraplift Crafternoon. It started as a small little group, and it's built to a group of 10 of us, and I really do appreciate the ladies that I scraplift with, whether it's the original OG like Christine Harden or some of our newer ones like Lisa. And I'm just super grateful that I get to learn more about them, not just through their scrapbooking, but from being a part of this community with them. And so I hope that you will go and check out her gorgeous, very stunning layouts and her YouTube channel. She also has Instagram. All of that will be below in the description box. I've got to make myself a note before November the 1st to start actually filling in the description boxes because I make that mistake often. So I'm hoping I don't do that. I did decide to tuck these little bits of green paper that are inked up. I did ink and distress all the edges of the pictures, the edges of the bigger papers, and I distress or inked up the edges of the circles. But I also distress these little papers and tuck them in because on the one layout that I just adore, well, I love them both, obviously, or I wouldn't have been using them, but one of them's got this little movie, like the reel, and so I thought I would kind of tuck something in to kind of represent that little bit too. So there are her layouts. Here is how my interpretation of the things that I really enjoyed about her layout worked out for me. And there is the sucker I was talking about. But how could you say no to that face, right? Like, seriously. Anyway, I love the way that this collection is working for me, and I'm almost done with it. I only have a few more sheets, 2 full sheets of paper and some scraps and some embellishments, so we'll see how those come out in the future. I hope you'll go check out Lisa at my scrapbooking table. She is phenomenal. I love her dearly, and Lisa, I am so grateful for you. I'm so glad that you are a part of the Scrap with Crafternoon group, and I look forward to learning more from you in the future. I hope you all will give me a thumbs up if you like my video and or my layout. I hope you'll go check out the lovely Lisa, and I hope you'll come back and see me again really soon. Hope you all have a great day. I hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love, and happy scrapping.